Well, so the second loop is while loop, and as I have mentioned, this loop we prefer to use when certain condition is given to you, right? So, like one condition here we have mentioned in a problem that you write a script file to determine how many number of terms are required for the sum of the series. This is a series given, and sum of the series is exceeding just the 1500, right? So if some this kind of condition is given, then we prefer to use the while loop. However, we can also do it with the help of for loop and if loop. So it is completely your choice which method you want to use. What is the syntax for the while loop? The syntax for the while loop, you write while, give one space, then what about the condition? Like here the condition is given that summation is greater than 1500. So whatever the condition is given to you, unless and until this condition is satisfied, or this condition is true, or the logical value of this condition is coming 1, this loop will keep on going. The moment the condition fails, logical values comes 0, then this loop will stop functioning, and there is no calculation, further calculation of by using this while loop. But you have to be very careful while using this while loop, because in this while loop you just look at the syntax given is while condition. If this condition satisfied, you know this the whatever the calculation is there, it will be it will work, and then it will keep on doing unless and until this condition is satisfied. But in this while loop there is no loop variable is defined. Okay, however in the if you look at the statement of the for loop, the loop variable is already defined over there. So in each loop that loop variable will change, while there is no such loop variable is defined in while loop. So you have to very careful. You have to actually define a loop variable before the while statement. Whatever the while statement there is here written over here, before this while statement you have to define a variable, and that variable must be changed somehow during the statement, then only this loop will work, right? So this you have to be very careful when you are using the while loop. So I think this will be more clear if I will take this example where we have to write a program, we have to write a script file and you have to also determine how many terms are required for the sum of the series. तो ये series दिया हुआ है जिसकी वैल्यू k is equal to 1 2 3 4 ऐसे जा रही है. कहाँ तक जा रही है वो आपको नहीं दिया हुआ. आपको ये निकालना है कि कौन से टर्म तक हमें जाना है जिसके बाद उसके समेशन की वैल्यू मीन्स आपने अगर इस सीरीज को Sn सीरीज बोलते हैं तो S1 प्लस S2 प्लस S3 प्लस S4 किस सीरीज तक जाएंगे, ये समेशन जो है इससे जस्ट एक्सीड कर रहा है. ओके, so this is the given question. So we have to write down the condition, and कंडीशन लिखना है तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं, आपको while loop यूज कर सकते हैं, है ना. तो पहले तो आपको समेशन निकालना है, तो समेशन ऑफ द सीरीज यू हैव टू डिफाइन. So how you define the summation of the series? So let's write sum. I'm writing sum of series. Sum of series. What is the sum of series? Sum of the series is basically this function, whatever the function is defined. So I'm defining 5, and I'm defining 5k square. So I'm writing 5 into k into square and minus 2k. So minus I'm writing 2k. So this is basically one function, right? और यहाँ k की वैल्यू चेंज k हमने वेक्टर तो डिफाइन नहीं किया है ना, तो आपको डिफरेंट के लिए k इज इक्वल टू 1 2 3 4 ऐसे भी करना है और उसको सम भी करना है. और आप एक कंडीशन डिफाइन करेंगे while. What condition will define? You will define condition while this sum of the series, while this value sum of the series is less than 1500, जब तक इससे कम है तब लेस देन आर इक्वल टू यू हैव टू डू दिस कैलकुलेशन, राइट। लेकिन यहाँ पे आप देखें तो के तो कुछ चेंज और लास्ट में आप यू राइट एंड स्टेटमेंट, ओके। तो यहाँ अगर आप देखो यू जस्ट सी यू आर राइटिंग द सम ऑफ सीरीज इज लेस देन और इक्वल टू समथिंग, बट सम ऑफ द सीरीज इज नॉट डिफाइंड प्रीवियस टू दिस। सो अगर इसको रन करोगे तो इट विल चेक व्हाट इज द सम ऑफ सीरीज वैल्यू, इट विल से इट इज नॉट डिफाइंड, so it will give you error। so इसको आपको प्री डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा। प्री डिफाइन means you simply write it here that initially sum of the series is value 0.0, okay, so that it will check sum of the series is less than this, okay। so now while loop will continue, while loop continue होगा, but while loop तो continue हो गया, but what is the value of k? लूप वेरिएबल जो है डिफाइंड नहीं है, वो लूप वेरिएबल आपको पहले while लूप से पहले डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा और वही while लूप के अंदर उसकी वैल्यू को चेंज करना पड़ेगा, राइट। सो सपोज आई एम राइटिंग k इज 0, मैं k 0 से स्टार्ट करता हूँ एंड दिस वैल्यू ऑफ k शुड चेंज इनसाइड द लूप। सो आई एम राइटिंग हियर k is equal to k plus 1, ओके। सो ये चीज तो हो गया, बट इसमें टर्म कहीं कैलकुलेट नहीं करेगा, पहले इतना करके देखते हैं। तो देखें भी प्रोग्राम चलता है कि नहीं, क्योंकि आपके पास केवल फंक्शन दिया था, ये फंक्शन दिया था, वो आपने फंक्शन डिफाइन कर दिया कि ये फंक्शन है, लेकिन इसमें भी प्रॉब्लम देखो कि ये डिफरेंट की वैल्यू के लिए केवल सम सीरीज से रिप्लेस करता जाएगा, बिकॉज सम ऑफ सीरीज इन इज बेसिकली ए कांस्टेंट, राइट। तो या तो आपको अगर एडिशन करना है तो इसको सम करना पड़ेगा, लाइक यू कैन राइट सम ऑफ द सीरीज इज सम ऑफ द सीरीज प्लस, ये मैंने पहले भी आपको एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ था हाउ टू ऐड द नंबर्स। सो इनिशियली द सम ऑफ द सीरीज, सम सीरीज विल बी 0.0 and k will be 0, so it will check here in the while function sum of series is less than 1500, yes it is less than 1500, so what is the value of k? The value of k will be 0 plus 1 0 plus 1 which is 1। so the first term के लिए what is the sum of the series is coming when k is equal to 1, for the k is equal to 1 it will calculate sum of the series, sum underscore series is 0 and plus this number k is equal to 1 के लिए जो भी होगा कैलकुलेट करेगा। and now sum of series is not 0, now sum of the series is the first element, the first value of this given series, वो चेक करेगा whether that value is, now it will go to the here and it will check whether this new value of sum underscore series is less than 1500 or not। if it is less than 1500 again it will come here, it will change the value of k, now the new value of k will be 2 और 2 की वैल्यू के लिए सम ऑफ सीरीज क्या है, मतलब पहले सीरीज की वैल्यू और दूसरी वैल्यू को ऐड करना, सम ऑफ सीरीज विल बी दिस s1 यू कैन से, अगर इसको sn डिफाइन करते हैं तो क्या होगा s1 प्लस दिस इज s2। so this way if you are doing this you will in each term in each while loop you are adding the previous term। तो समेशन आप ऐसे भी कर लें। अभी टर्म आपने नहीं कैलकुलेट किया, टर्म अगर कैलकुलेट करना है तो टर्म भी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, और टर्म अगर ऐड करना है तो आप ऐसे ऐड कर लीजिए जैसे लास्ट टाइम भी बताया था, यू कैन यूज यू राइटिंग टर्म and you define term with say term term and then use a semicolon, write k। आप क्या प्रिंट कराना चाहते हैं, you want to print कि कौन सा टर्म है और उस टर्म में सीरीज समर्शन ऑफ द सीरीज की वैल्यू क्या है, राइट लाइक दिस and this is the way to save the output, the another way to save the output। and term initially you have to define, let me write in this line only, term is an empty matrix। So initially it will be empty matrix, and as the process will continue, it will calculate the different number of terms. So I hope this is clear to all of you, because I have already explained this process of adding the numbers in summation, and the second one is the summation of the series. Why it is going to error? I know. Let me see. Why it is here? I'm running this part of the program, this section. So the question is not here, where this section is run section. Somehow, oh, what? Still not running this section. Why it is so this error? Nothing to do with this error, because I am not running this separate section. You never know with the program. उस सेक्शन से मतलब ही नहीं होना चाहिए, but it's giving something. Maybe I have to restart it again. Let me check it once again. Series, we have defined sum of series initially 0, k is equal to 0, term is the empty matrix, while sum of series is less than 1500. I have changed the value of k is k plus 1, so that in each loop the value of k will change. Okay, we have not written anything here, no? So what it will show? It will not show anything. So they have done all the calculation, but we have not, everywhere we have used the semicolon, so we are not getting any output here. So right here term. See, in the term, it is giving you the first term. In first term, the the value is 3. In the second value, or if you take the second term, is the summation of first term and second term is 19, and so on. When you go to the 10th term, it is giving you the value 18, 15. So up to the 9th term, the addition is coming 1335, and in the 10th term, the value summation is greater than 1500, which is 1815. So each number of terms, the 10 number of terms is basically required to find out the sum of the series whose value is just greater than 1500. So if you want to print this in a display form, so that you can also write like display. So just make the tabular form, everything is very much clear to you. So you write, you can write it here, the required number of terms are, write here num2 str key. Okay, this is the display for the number of terms, and if you want to also write what is the addition of the term, so that you can also write, like suppose you want to write sum of k is equal to, मतलब जितने नंबर्स का कितना समेशन आ रहा है, अगर आप लिखना चाहते हैं sum of k is equal to, okay, num2 str and k, we can write term is क्या value आ रही है, that we want to write. So is, we can write is num2 str and sum underscore series, sum underscore series. So now if you want to give the better output look, you can display your output in this way. See, it is giving the output. The required number of terms are 10, and the sum of keys equal to 10 terms you can write is this one. So 10 terms, and you can also give one space. Alright, so this is the difference between, you can say, the uh, uh, for loop and while loop. Now you can also control your for loop and while loop by using two very important statements. One is called continue and the other one is called break. Okay, so further, if you want to control your for loop and if loop, you can do it by using the for continue statement and break statement. How this continue statement and break statement will work, that I have explained here. Like you are using a for loop, and I have explained it for the for loop, the same way it will work for the while loop. Okay, so I have written, suppose for loop variable I have written, right? So suppose for loop variable m is varying from say 1 to n, and then you have written if certain condition is satisfied, then you are writing continue, else end. So continue and break statement, if you are using like this, what this continue statement will do, if the condition, whatever the condition is written over here, if condition is whatever written here is satisfied, so if it is satisfied, it will come here, and here you have written continue. The moment you have written continue means, the moment it will read the continue, what it will do, it will go to the for loop. Okay, it will not go further here, it will directly go to the for loop. Means the use of the continue loop is to skip the calculation for the given loop variable. So loop variable मान लो आपका m से 1 से लेके 10 तक चल रहा था, m is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, और आपने यहाँ कंडीशन क्या लिख दी, यहाँ कंडीशन लिख दी कि when m is equal to 3 continue, else something you have written. तो ये चेक करेगा m इज इक्वल, इट विल टेक m इज इक्वल टू 1, चेक करेगा m इज इक्वल टू 1 है या नहीं. सो हियर यू हैव रिटन m इज इक्वल टू 3, तो ये तो नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे चला जाएगा और कैलकुलेशन करता रहेगा. द मोमेंट इट विल सी m इज इक्वल टू, आपने कंडीशन लिखा है इफ m इज इक्वल टू 3, हियर यू हैव रिटन m इज इक्वल टू 3. द मोमेंट इट विल सी दैट m इज इक्वल टू 3, it will come here, so condition is satisfied, it will see the continue means it will send the control to the for. It means whatever the calculation for m is equal to 3 was there, it is not done. So continue will always send the control to the for, and if you write break, it will directly send to the control to the end. And जो nearest जो for loop उसका लगा हुआ है, अगर nested for loop है, तो जो nearest आपका for loop, innermost for loop है, उसके end statement पे it will send the control. Means this particular loop, for loop, will be terminated. So break will terminate the innermost, और जो भी आपने for loop define किया हुआ है, see the break statement will send the control to the end statement, while the continue will not break the for loop, it will simply skip the calculation for the that particular loop. Okay, तो इसको थोड़ा और समझते हैं. इसके लिए एक एग्जाम्पल लेता हूँ. एग्जाम्पल मैंने ये लिया है कि सपोज आपको ये जो प्रोग्राम लिखा है यहाँ पर, ये तो स्पेसिफिक प्रोग्राम है, अभी इसको नहीं लिखते. सबसे पहले क्या आप लिखते हैं कि जस्ट राइट ए प्रोग्राम which gives this kind of output. सबसे पहले आपको एक प्रोग्राम लिखिए जो आउटपुट करे, आउटपुट दे लाइक दिस, 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 3 is 3, 1 into 4 is 4. Sorry. 1 into 5, 1 into 5 is 5, 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 3 is 6. I hope you understand. 2 into 5 is 10. Now you will get 3 into 1 is 3, 3 into 2 is 6. Continue करें कब तक? 3 into 5 is 15. Again 4 into 1 is 4. Continue till 4 into 5 is 20. Okay. Similarly 5 वहीं पे नीचे 5 into 1 is equal to 5 and go up to 5 into 5 is 25. तो आपको एक प्रोग्राम लिखना है which gives the output like this. So now if you see what actually you want to do in this calculation, इसमें you want to calculate 1 into 1, okay, 1 into इसको नीचे see here, you want to calculate 1 into 1, then 1 into 2, 1 into 3, 1 into 4, 1 into 5, then 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 2 into 4, 2 into 5. And similarly, you will see that if you define this one as one variable I, this as another variable j, then I is varying from 1, यहाँ ये 1 है, ठीक है, I is equal to 2, again I is equal to 3, I is equal to 4 and I is equal to 5. So basically एक variable I है जो vary कर रहा है, जिसकी वैल्यू क्या है 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. दूसरा वेरिएबल हमारा क्या है j, and that j is also varying from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. और आप क्या रहे हैं, first you are taking the first value of I, this one, and you are getting the multiplication of this with all values of j. So basically you are calculating the multiplication. Basically कर क्या रहे हैं आप, multiplication कर रहे हैं I और j का, nothing else. You are just doing the multiplication of I and j. First, by taking the first value of I, you are multiplying with all values of j. Then you are taking the next value of I, multiplying with all values of j, next value of I, next value of j, and so on. कर क्या रहे हैं? Just multiplication of I and j. So how you can do it? You can do it by using the two for loop. जैसे first you write for I कहाँ से कहाँ तक vary कर रहा है? I is varying from 1 to 5, okay, and then you write for j, where j is varying from 1 to 5, and now write, just I'm writing mul, say multiplication, जो multi लिख देते हैं, है ना, multiplication के लिए I'm writing multy, say I'm writing multi. What is this multiplication? Is I into j. अभी मैं कुछ print नहीं कर, okay? For this, for there will be one end statement. For this, for there will be another end statement. How this loop will work? First, it will take I is equal to 1. First, it will take I is equal to 1. Okay, I is equal to 1. And then it will take, it will come here, this place, and it will take j is equal to 1. It will take j is equal to 1, and then it will do this calculation of multi. Multi is 1 into 1, so it will calculate 1 into 1, 1 आ जाएगा. अभी मैंने सेव नहीं किया, इसको सेव नहीं कर रहा है, but how it will do? It will first take I is equal to 1, and then it will come to this loop, for loop of j. And in the for loop of j, it will take I is equal to 1, j is equal to 1. It will do this calculation. Okay, now again it will go here, it will take j is equal to 2. j is equal to 2, I is equal to, ऐसे लिखे तो I is equal to 1 है, और इसके अंदर हमने j की फर्स्ट वैल्यू क्या ली, j is equal to 1. It has calculated 1 into 1. Next it will calculate, it will take j is equal to 2. Again it will do the calculation of 1 into 2. Next it will take j कहाँ से कहाँ तक है, 1 से लेके 5 तक है, so it will take j is equal to 3 and it will calculate 1 into 3. This process will continue. This process will continue unless and until you will reach to j is equal to 5 for 1 into 5. Once j 5 को complete कर लेता है, then this loop will be terminated. Now this first loop j loop जो है for I is equal to 1 के लिए complete हो गया. So for I is equal to 1, it will take j is equal to 1, j is equal to 2, 3, j is equal to 4, j is equal to 5. Okay, now this is completed. Again it will take I is equal to, it will go here. So first pass of this I loop is completed. Now it will take I is equal to 2, I is equal to 2, and again it will take j is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. All the calculation it will do. Again it will go for this pass is completed, so it will take I is equal to 3, 4, 5 and 6. So whatever the calculation here it is written, simply you can write by using this for loop. The only thing is आप printing नहीं कर रहे हैं, but calculation जो है ना, whatever the calculation here it is written, that you can verify the same answer you will get. So first you should write this program. So let me write down this for I is equal to 1 to 5. Then I'm writing for j is equal to 1 to 5, and then I'm writing say multy, multi I'm defining is I into j. अभी हम plotting नहीं कर रहे, I into j. Just see the output. अगर output check करना है तो that's why I'm not putting here the semicolon. See whether we are getting the same output in each loop. See, the multiplication is 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 3 is 3, 1 into 4 is 4, then 5. This is for the I is equal to 1. Now, once I is equal to 1 and j all values completed, it will take I is equal to 2. And I is equal to 2 के लिए j की सारी values लेगा. So 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 3 is see 2 into 3 is 6, 2 into 4 is 8, 2 into 5 is 10. Then all j values completed. Again it will take I is equal to 3 and j की value 1 से 3, 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3. So all the the calculation has been done. So it's all correct calculation. Now the only thing is you have to print the value like this. तो calculation अगर सही है तो print करने में कुछ भी नहीं है. Simply print क्या करना है? Again you see what you need to print. Just see carefully. You have to print this value. What is this? This is I. What is this? This is your j. And I and j. And what is this? This is your multy. This is your number. This is your number. This is your number. What is string? ये जो multiplication है ये string है और ये string है. सिंपली आप डिस्प्ले कमांड, वैसे आप एक कमांड है इसको बोलते हैं f print f कमांड, उसको भी मैं यूज नहीं कर रहा हूँ. सिंपली जो आप कमांड आपने पढ़ा उसी को लेके बता रहा हूँ. डिस्प्ले कमांड से कैसे क्या कर सकते हैं. यू राइट डिस्प्ले डिस्प and then first you have to write this I, so you simply write num to str I और उसके साथ comma. Multiplication sign you have to use. So this multiplication sign is basically a string. Use this multiplication sign, then comma. After that, this whatever you are writing here is also a number. So you write num to str. That number is j. Okay. Then this is basically a string. Again use comma. Use this string. Use string write like this. And after that, again use a comma, and whatever you are writing here is also a number. You write num to str, and that number is, if you are writing multi, you write multi and then close it. So if you write this here, display, right here display, try to write the same thing here. So we have first num to str, num to str, num to str, I'm writing I, then into sign, so star, then num2 strj. So I into j is equal to, you have to write, so that is equal to sign, that equal to sign, like this, and that equal to sign is again num2 str, that value which is multy. Now if you write this, see, uh, now see your output, you will get the same output which is required. Okay, so this output you will get 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3, 1 into 4, 1 into 5, 2 into 1, 2 into 2 up to 3 into 5, 3 into 1 to 3 into 5, 4 into 1 to 4 into 5, and 5 into 1 to 5 into 5. So this is a normal nested for loop. Now if in this for loop you want to see the use of, say, your continue statement and break statement, so what you want that you want this kind of output. See here, 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3 is not here, 1 into 4, 1 into 5, 2 into 1, 2 into 2, again 2 into 3 is not there. So you want that whatever the g value you have taken, it should do the calculation for the 1, 2, 4 and 5. 3 के लिए calculation किसी में भी नहीं होना चाहिए, बट लूप चलते रहना चाहिए, मतलब केवल 3 के लिए नहीं होगा, 4 के लिए, 5 के लिए होगा. So that you can do by simply using here, after writing this, what you write here, yeah, right now there is no condition, it will take I is equal to 1, it will do calculation for all values of j, it will take I is equal to 2, again all values of j. यहाँ ये दिखता है कि जो सेकेंड वेरिएबल हमने लिया है उसमें whatever the value of I is there, for j is equal to 3, no calculation is done. So that condition you can put, you can write uh, if j is equal to, be careful, is equal to sign, double equal to sign you have to use, if j is equal to 3, okay, continue, else do this condition, just a minute, else, so writing here. So what this will do, it will take I is equal to 1, okay, then it will take j is equal to 1, j is equal to 1, so this condition is not satisfied, so it will do the multiplication. Similarly, it will take for I is equal to 1, it will take j is equal to 2, 2 is not is equal to 3, so it will do the multiplication. Next it will take j is equal to 3, so j is equal to 3, so 3 is equal to 3, so this condition is satisfied, so it will read the statement continue. The moment it will read the statement continue means it will send control this to this innermost loop, for loop. So it will go here, and what is the next value of j? j is equal to 4. So simply वो j जो था loop variable, वो j is equal to 3 के लिए calculation हमने skip की है, right? So j is equal to 4. Of course 4 is not is equal to 3, so again it will the condition is false, so it will come to this part of the statement, and it will do the calculation. You see, if I run this program, whatever the output will see here, see the output, 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3 is missing. Similarly 2 into 3 is missing. Similarly 3 into 3 is not there, and 4 into 3 is not, 4 into 3 is not here, 5 into 3 is not here. But instead of using this, if I have used, say, break statement, I have used a break, I have used statement break. So what it will do, the moment it will j is equal to 3, it will send the control, this earlier continue has sent the control to here, and break will send the control to here, means this j loop will be terminated. तो ये क्या करेगा, I is equal to 1 के लिए j is equal to 1, j is equal to 2 के लिए कैलकुलेशन, j is equal to 3 के लिए ब्रेक हो गया, तो 4 and 5 के लिए भी कैलकुलेशन नहीं होगा, राइट. So if you want to see the output, see. ओके, एल्स नहीं लिखा ना मैंने. ओके, एल्स छोड़ दिया, गायब हो गया. सी, 1 into 1, 1 into 2. Okay, j is equal to 3. Statement, break statement is there, means this j loop will be terminated. देखिए j का कोई चेंज नहीं. Now again next value of I, 2 is equal to 1, 2 is equal to 2, 3 is equal to 1, 3 is equal to 3, and so on. So this way you can control your the for loop or even while loop by using this continue statement and break statement. Only thing you need to remember is that this break statement is going to terminate the innermost for loop, and the continue statement is going to skip the loop variable of the innermost loop. Okay, so this is about all about the for loop and while loop. Before I close this class, I'm just trying to tell you one more thing. Like in mathematics we can define the function. Like mathematics में आपने देखा होगा function define कर सकते हैं, like okay. Oh, no, this discharge, so I cannot write it because my graphics tablet is discharged. Okay, so now you know that you can write in mathematics fx is equal to 4 of x, or maybe fx comma y, you can define a function of x comma y. Similarly and you know that when you put the value of x, like I'm defining fx is equal to 2x, उसमें क्या कहते हैं, अगर x की वैल्यू 2 रखेंगे तो फंक्शनल वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी 4. तो इस तरह के फंक्शनल जो फंक्शंस है दैट यू कैन आल्सो डिफाइन इन मैटलैब. Okay, so you can define the function in MATLAB by using the anomalous function. So how you can define the function? Say I want to define a function 4x minus 3y. So I will write f is equal to anomalous function, and then within the bracket I have to write all the variables. So the function is having two variables x and y. I will write x comma y, and then whatever the function here I will write. So suppose the function is 4x minus 2y. So the moment I have defined like this, press enter, sorry, 2 star. The moment I have written this, okay, and press enter, see this is defining the function like this. So now if I write f2 comma 3, it will take x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3, and it will do the calculation. It will do the function value calculation. So this kind of function are required at number of times. Like root finding के लिए जो bisection method जो use करना है, वहाँ पे हमें functional value calculate करनी पड़ती है. So there we need to use this function. So wherever you have to calculate any functional value, you can define it by using the anomalous function. Now be careful, whatever the function here I have defined is not having any dot value, है ना, डॉट स्टार कहीं नहीं लिखा है. तो अगर मैंने इसमें x और y, सपोज बहुत सिंपल सा फंक्शन लेते हैं, आई एम डिफाइनिंग द न्यू फंक्शन f is equal to at the rate and the only single function x, and then I'm writing here say 4 x square, right? So 4 star or x square, 4 into x square. This is the function I have defined, and now I'm writing x, I'm just writing here say x is equal to 10, and then I'm writing here f of x. So it will do the calculation. But if I write x is equal to 1, 2, 3, and then I'm writing here f of x, it will give me error. It will give me error because here in defining the function I have not used I have not used this as a array. So if your input in the given function, your input is, you want that your input should be in the array form, then while defining the function you have to be very careful. How you have to define? You have to define like this. Uh, where is that function? Yeah, this is the function, right? So this is the function. If you want to define, if you want that your input x should be also, maybe it also be a vector array, so you should define a function like this. And now if you write x is equal to say 1 to 10, and you want to calculate what are the function value of x, it will give you the value for all, it will give you the value for all values of x. So when you are defining the function and your input of the function may be an array, then while defining the function be very careful for the sign. So this is all about the today's lecture. In next class I will discuss about the functional file, and what is the functional file, what is the use of the functional file, how we can call the functional file into another program, and there I will discuss about the some features of the plottings as well.